Just feel like making a vlog. I feel a bit stressed out. I feel a bit stressed out. Just stressed out. It's just, how do I deal with stress? I feel like I've got like all of these goals and things I want to do, and it's just all like, it just feels like overwhelming, and I'm just like, sort of like, I feel very overwhelmed. At the moment. I'm gonna tell myself, do simple tasks one at a time, and can pat yourself on the back for doing it, you know. So for me, sometimes just getting up, making my breakfast, doing these everyday things, those are like, that itself can be very challenging sometimes. So for me to do that, so sometimes I just, So I guess I'm just gonna tell myself to do simple things like that instead of like thinking about these big goals. Sometimes I just have to focus on these little things and leave the big ideas for a while, because sometimes I just feel very overwhelming. Like, how am I going to get there? How am I going to do that? You know? Some days you just have to get out of bed. That's all we can do some days. So I'm just encoding this. Like I took a lot of video on the. For my job interviews, I uploaded it, get ready with me. I took a lot of footage, just testing it out. The first video I took with the back camera, but I didn't realize that it was recording at 30 frames per second, so I was like, why the hell is this it's not that smooth? So I went into this, and then I took some selfie shots, video with the front camera. This is my 5 megapixels, this is 12, so the back camera's got the optical image stabilization. And so I took some front shots and videos, and then I changed the settings to 60 frames per second and took some video from the back. Like, most of them were like this, and I took one shot like that. And I was trying to encode it all into one video in imovie, but it wouldn't export it at 60 frames per second. And it seems like imovie, if you mix video shot at 60 with video shot at 30, imovie will not encode it to 60. So unfortunately I had to remove my front-facing camera shots, and the first shot I took, which was 30 frames per second, so I had to remove all of those clips out, because I wanted to, in order to export my video at 60 frames per second 1080p, I had to remove those clips out. So I'm just encoding it at the moment. So that was a bit of a drag, because some of because I also wanted to show this is testing my iPhone and showing, here, look, this is very smooth. So I wanted so I don't know how to record this, because maybe I won't always record at 60 frames per second, because cause that'll limit me to only using this this back camera. So if I record a video at 60 frames, I might put it in the title 60 frames per second. So then you'll know it's smooth. But otherwise, I'm just going to record both the back and front at 30 frames, because then I can just mix it up, mix the back with the front, and it's much more flexible for me. So I won't always record at 60, but recording at 60 is fantastic because like it's really nice. The picture is very smooth and it's really good. And then I noticed that when I'm recording, I tend to move my hand like this, and that makes the video go like back and forth. It doesn't create that horrible shaky effect. But even at 60 frames, I have this bad habit of when I'm walking, I'm always doing like this. So when you see me walking in the car park, I'm like,
and the phone, the temporary number, and the code one, temporary number,
I was going to set up a phone. Let me see. Let me try calling. It's not working. Not at the moment. It's not working.
Recharge me again.
You have to try tomorrow. It's gonna deal with every some of these things. Oh man. No, that's also creating stress. It's like I gotta have these people want me to do this and do that. I'm like anyway, so yeah, I have a very bad. I really don't know how. I'm not very good at. I have to learn some techniques to manage stress. I will do this. I know I will do this, but I just feel really stressed at that moment. Because I'm saying like I might want to be a barrister, but I don't know. It's like such a big thing to do. I was like, I don't know if I can do that. And sometimes I feel like even just getting out of bed is a challenge. But I want to, at the same time, I don't want to like lower my goals or whatever, I don't want this stress and all of this shit to stop me from being productive as much as I can be, So it's like on the one hand, I've got these kind of limitations. On the other hand, I don't know if I want to call it limitations, but it's just like these challenges. I would say, challenges is a better word, I think, than limitations. I got these challenges, and I don't want these challenges to limit me. What is this thing doing? Is it finished encoding or what? Oh god, it takes us a long time to encode this. Anyway, yeah, I'm also little by little encoding my sights and sounds. Maybe I'll just tell. I'll not make too many videos. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I just feel like I'm stressed. I don't know how to deal with this. Managing stress is hard. Hey, my weight today was 69.5. Yes. That was a positive thing. Yesterday, on the 23rd, it was 70.6 because I had eaten the rice the night before. And today it was 69.5. 69.5, that's like almost 1.1 kilos. Because for dinner today, I only had I had 2 bananas, I had 6 dates, 6 dried apricots, and 3 plums. So those are just basically dried fruit and bananas and plums. So that's my dinner. So I think that's helping me lose some weight. You see, it's not as bad today. Like, you know, sometimes it's like, really, it's the kettle, I gotta change it. I'll upload this. But yeah, the footage I'm gonna upload about my interviews yesterday, it's all 1080p at 60, but some clips I had to take out otherwise because iMovie wouldn't export it at 60 frames. Probably upload that. It's like 2.5 gigabytes. So probably upload it overnight. It takes about 6 hours to upload a video or something.